Hello everyone. Today's lesson is a new spelling list. Actually, we're going to take the first list in your spelling booklet. If you remember in the previous term, we took mostly suffixes. So all the units were talking about suffixes so we all remember what suffixes are. Suffixes are some letters added to the end of the word to change its meaning or its part of speech. And we took lots of examples like A N C E, E N C E, and we took the ER, the ship one. So we took lots of suffixes. This term, inshallah, we're going to continue with more suffixes, but the words might be more difficult. So I want everyone to have his spelling booklet near him. So this is the one I'm sharing, list one. And as you can see, list one is talking about three different suffixes, which is the ERY, the ARY, or the ORY, airy, airy, and ori. These are different endings to the end to the words, so we have new meanings or new parts of a speech. Let's talk about the words. The words need a little bit of explanation because they might be new for some people. Let's start. Okay, the first column goes for the ERY or airy, and then airy, and then ori. Let's start. Number one, as you can see, nursery. As you know, nursery is so easy word. Nursery is the kindergarten, the place where you go to learn, but before schooling, before school. That's the nursery, and everyone remembers when he was a child, his mom sent him to a nursery before the school. Okay, so that's the nursery. The second one is mockery. Mockery, as you can see, the word written next to it is joking. Mockery is the act of making fun of someone or joke or making a joke. Okay, so for example, your friend is mocking you, so he's making fun of you. So, for example, Mike's mockery to his friends is so bad or is so cruel or is so evil. So mocker is making fun of someone or a situation. That's something not good, of course. So we have nursery, a noun that means kindergarten, and then we have mockery, means joking or making the act of making fun of something or someone. The third word is scenery. Scenery is the setting, so the scenery of the place. So the scenery could be a garden, the scenery could be a park, could be a lake. The scenery, the setting, the place, the scenery. Okay. Bravery. Bravery, as you can see, courage. Yes, it's easy. So if you are brave person, if you are courageous person, you have bravery. You are not afraid of anything easily. So bravery is courage. Okay. So up till now, all the ERY endings make us nouns. So nursery, I added the ERY to the root word nurse, so I changed its meaning totally. I added the ERY to mock, so we changed it to a noun. And scenery, the root word was seen, and then we make it scenery. And bravery, we added also the ERY to the word brave, which is adjective that means courageous person. Okay. The next word is jewelry. Jewelry is like gold, silver, diamond, any stone that people wear as accessories, or especially women, they wear jewelry. So jewelry is anything made of gold, silver, diamond, whatever, as part of accessories. Okay. Word number six is crockery. Crockery is the tableware. What's the tableware? Is everything we use in the kitchen to serve your dish at the end, especially the one made of china, the glass one. I will get you a picture that shows what I'm talking about. This is the one I'm talking about. This is crockery. So the crockery could be the plates, the cups we eat, could be the things we cook in, like this one, the metal ones, could be the forks, the knives, could be the plates itself. So that's the crockery. The crockery is the tableware that you use to eat with or to eat in, or so that's the crockery. Okay, let's get back to the booklet. There it is. Okay, so that's crockery. So crockery is tableware. Let's go for bribery. Word number 7. Here I gave you, or the booklet gives you a definition. Giving money to persuade someone to do something illegal. Easily, we can talk about bribery as a crime. So, for example, you are driving your car in the street, and you exceeded the limits of the speed limit, and the police officer will stop you, or the traffic officer will stop you. You have to pay money, or you have to go to the police station or whatever. So, in order to get away from this, you tell him, "Oh, what about some money, sir? I can give you 100 bucks or 100 pounds, and you let me free. What about this?" So if the officer agrees, so he accepts bribery. So bribery is to give money to someone to do something for you, but illegally. I will let you watch a video, like a very small animated video about this. Here it is, talking about what bribery is. Yes, here it is, guys. Let's watch what are these people doing. This is a company. Okay. So as you can see here, this man has come to the company to ask for paying like taxes. So they need need some millions as taxes. So what will the owner do? What the owner will do? Let's see. Yes, very expensive watch. Yes. Oh, yes. You have paid the money right away. So this man accepted the bribery. This is a crime, Junior 6. And if you are accused of bribery, you go to jail. It's a big crime. So bribery. So accepting bribery or paying bribery is a crime. Okay, let's get back to our booklet. So we understood what bribery is? Yes. Number 8 is robbery. Robbery is another crime. To rob, to be a robber, so you commit the crime of robbery, stealing, or theft. Robbery, that's easy. Slavery. Slavery is the system by which people are owned by other people as slaves who have to work without pay. In the past, Junior 6, we don't have this now. In the past, humans were sold and bought. So we have some girls and some boys. We're going to sell them in return for money. So I want some money from you. So you take this girl, you take this boy to work as your slave. You to be your servant. This existed in the past, but now it ended in our world. So slavery is to buy and sell humans as products, and you take money in return. And of course, they are going to work as your servants. Okay. Number 10. Number 10 is stationery. Stationery, what's written next to it is writing materials. So your pen, your pencils, your copybooks, your notebooks, these are stationery things. Where do you buy them? I buy these things at the stationery store. For example, the famous station store of Samir and Ali, for example. So this is a stationery store, the store that sells writing materials, anything related to writing, letters, copybooks, pens, pencils, and so on. But I want you to take care that my suffix here, my suffix here is ERY, and I pronounce it as stationery. But let's go to the second column. We have stationary too, but my suffix is ARY this time. Does it have the same meaning? No. So stationary with airy or with ERY, it means writing things or writing stuff. When it comes to stationary with ARY, we're talking about something that is fixed, something that doesn't change. And I want you to change stationary here to an adjective, guys. Okay? I want you to change stationary noun to an adjective. It's an adjective, not a noun. Stationary means fixed. Stationary means fixed. Give an example, miss, to understand more. Okay. Stationary, for example, I hit a stationary car. This means that the car was moving or uh, fixed in its place. No, it wasn't moving because it was stationary. So stationary means something that doesn't change or doesn't move, something fixed in its place, stationary. So he hit a stationary vehicle or stationary car. So I want you to differentiate between this stationary and this stationary, the same pronunciation, but the meaning is different. I have a video for this talking about the difference just to make it clear for you. Here it is. Okay.
Stationary. This is an adjective. It is used to describe someone or something that is not moving or changing. Therefore, it stays the same. For example, the bus was stationary for 30 minutes. House prices have been stationary all year. This means that house prices have not changed all year. Stationary. Stationery is a noun. It refers to writing materials such as pens, paper, pencils, envelopes, etc. For example, I went to the stationery shop last week. We therefore know that at this stationery shop we can buy a range of writing materials. Sanya bought a new stationery set.
Okay, so by now I think it's clear what's the difference between stationary with ARY, something fixed or doesn't move, and stationary with ERY when we talk about writing materials. So that's something I want you to differentiate between. These are two things you have to differentiate between. Okay, back to your booklet, guys. We are talking about the ARY, the airy suffix. The second word is secretary, a piece of cake. Secretary, office assistant. Contrary. Contrary, it's an adjective, guys. Again, so I want you to change this word to be an adjective. I'm sorry. Contrary is opposite, the opposite. So I tell you on the contrary of this. So contrary to this, contrary to my idea. So opposite to my idea. So contrary can be an adjective that means opposite, the opposite of something. Necessary. Necessary, again, guys, I'm sorry, it's like a printing mistake. It's an adjective. Necessary is an adjective. It means important or essential. So eating vegetables is necessary. Sleeping early is necessary. So necessary is important. The opposite of necessary is unnecessary. Okay. Number five, I have military. Military is anything. Uh, military, guys, is can be our military, like soldiers. It's an adjective again. Again, it's an adjective. Military or military, both are correct. Military or military means anything related to the soldiers who fight in the wars. You know that we have soldiers fighting for us. Okay, in like at the borders of Egypt or whatever country, it's the military, the army. Usually military have men. So after you finish your university, you are going to go to the military. So you are going to be a soldier serving his country for some time, and then you're going to go out to continue your career. That's the military. Okay. Anniversary. Anniversary is any occasion that happens yearly or annually. So the yearly celebration of a special day, like anniversary of a place, for example, it has been opened since a year. So this is the first anniversary, the second anniversary, and so on. Your marriage anniversary, you've been married for 5 years, so this is your fifth anniversary, and so on. Okay, so these are only 6 words: stationary, secretary, contrary, necessary, military, anniversary. Let's go to Ori. We have only 4 words. The first one is conservatory. Conservatory or conservatory. Conservatory is a glass house. Conservatory is a place made of glass to plant some flowers or plants that should be protected from the sun or from the air, from the water. Conservatory. Sometimes it could be for plants, and sometimes it's for relaxation. It's built outside your house, so you can stay in as a relaxation act. I will let you see and like an image for conservatory. Sorry, where are you? It's here. It is. That's a conservatory, guys. It's like an area surrounded by glass for plantations. This is a conservatory. Is it clear? This is another one. That's conservatory. Okay, back to our booklet. Conservatory, laboratory, of course, the lab, room for experiments, laboratory, dormitory. Dormitory is a large room for several people to sleep in. So a large room that has many beds for people to sleep in. Where can I find dormitory, teacher? I can find dormitory in a school. Boarding schools, guys. Boarding schools are schools that you don't leave every day. You leave only at the weekend. So all the days you are sleeping in the school. It's called boarding school, and of course, it has to have a dormitory for sleeping. So a dormitory could be in a university. Uh, in university, for example, outside your country, so you have to sleep in there. You go and study there, so you sleep in the dormitory, university dormitory, or it could be in a boarding school. I have an image for it again. Back to the internet. Yeah, yes, here it is. That's a school dormitory, guys. Lots of beds together, sleeping together for at a school dormitory or at a university dormitory. Okay, so that's where you can sleep. Okay, back to the booklet. We have conservatory, laboratory, dormitory. The last word is inventory. Inventory or inventory. Inventory is a list or catalog. For example, we have a supermarket. Every item or everything in this supermarket is written in a paper, in a big paper, or on Word document on the computer, whatever is called the inventory. So the inventory, a list that has every single item in a place. Supermarket inventory, the company inventory, the factory inventory, and so on. So by this, we finished the 3 columns, one for airy, one for airy, one for ori, and we call them again suffixes that we add to the end of the word to change its meaning or its part of speech. Okay, so now we're going to go to the classwork. It's a piece of cake. It depends on memorization, of course. The first exercise here we're talking about um, supplying the missing letters. So you have to memorize the word and then answer it. He was accused of and corruption. So my answer will be so will be bribery. Yes, how do I write bribery, miss? No, I have to memorize it first and then I'm going to write it down. Of course, I'm not going to answer this with you because it will be like nonsense. You have to memorize it and answer it by yourself. Okay, so this is the 14 sentences that have words miss letters, but I want you to memorize the words first and then go to answer the task sheet. So by this, we finished the first list in the spelling booklet, and it was talking about what? Yes, it was talking about suffixes, airy, airy, and ori. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. Stay safe.